Opinions expressed in the following program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect those of Rogers or Rogers TV.
Welcome to South Asian Live. I'm your host, Yudhvir Jaswal. On South Asian Live, we have so many events going on, especially the event that we did last week, Asia Cup. India is already out. Pakistan and Sri Lanka, they'll be playing the all-important finals. Afghanistan, they've certainly done well for themselves. They defeated Bangladesh. And also the crisis in Ukraine, our Foreign Affairs Minister, John Baird, he's in Kyiv discussing with the Ukrainian authorities. And also we'll keep an eye. The elections has been announced in India. As far as South Asia is concerned, the things are really heating up. All the three major parties, they're definitely trying to give their own statements. We might discuss a little bit about that as well. But the major topic that we are going to discuss tonight is the beauty contest. Are they good? Are they bad? What are the pros? What are the cons? On one side, you might think that yes, any beauty pageant, you might just look at the outer beauty. But on the flip side, it's also said that yes, they do decide on the inner beauty as well. There are people who would say that yes, so when there are beauty pageants, it gives a self-confidence. A girl can go on the stage, she can present herself in front of the strangers, and that really gives a boost to her self-confidence. But then there are others who would claim that, you know what, if you lose, that can take a major hit on their self-esteem. Is that the case? We have two guests tonight to discuss all these issues. We have the organizer of Miss India Canada Worldwide, Tony Chawla, with us. Tony ji, welcome to the show, South Asian Live. How are you?
Good, good.
Doing good.
Yeah.
And we also have Shreya Chawla. She's not only won this pageant once, but she's also been on the other side. She's been the organizer also. Shreya, welcome to the show, South Asian Live.
Thank you, Yudhvir.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Tony ji, I'll start with you. You know what, it has been challenging. You've recently organized a beauty pageant. So how challenging was it?
It was like really challenging because I was hosting it for the first time.
Okay.
But you know, everything went well. So at the end, like everything was fine.
Everything was fine.
Yep.
And Shreya, if I may ask you, let's start with your participation.
Okay.
So when you first decided to participate in a beauty contest, why would you do that?
Okay, basically for me, it was more like a childhood dream. It was something I always wanted to do. And every year in my life, I would be like, you know what, I'll just do this next year. I'll do it next year. Because I always felt like, okay, I'm not prepared. But then, you know, 2012 came and my parents were like, you know what, sure, just go for it. It's not about winning or losing. It's about what you're going to get from it afterwards. So I tried and I won.
Well, that's good for you. And as an organizer, Tony, how difficult is it for you to motivate the young girls? And especially in our South Asian community, was it difficult for you to motivate the girls?
Yeah, it was difficult.
Okay.
So basically, you know, when we advertised, we got a lot of applications. There were about 30 plus applications.
Okay.
So first of all, you know, we had a committee and it was really hard for us to shortlist them because we cannot bring all 30 contestants on the stage.
Well, good.
It was really hard for us. So they came in and after a while, like there were few families, they were like really conservative. So they had some different feelings of, okay, what's going to happen. Then, you know, it was my task to motivate them. We told them, okay, how this thing works. And most of them, they were satisfied.
Okay.
So it went well. But while we were...
If I may ask you, you know what you were saying they were a little bit conservative or, you know what, certainly they might have concerns. You know, the Indian stories like this, you know, girl, wo chai lekar jati hai and all that story. And
that's what they think.
From their perspective, they must have some concerns. What were their concerns actually?
Their concerns were basically, you know, whatever they have heard from film industry, okay, you know, there's a lot of bad things going on when the girl comes out. So these were, and you know, I told them it's going to be a family show.
Okay.
And it went like a family event.
Right.
It was really good.
So it was a little difficult to convince them.
Yeah.
Okay. And Shreya, when you entered a beauty pageant, you decided, you know, so were there any concerns from your mom, from your dad, or anybody from your friends? Were they concerned or they were encouraged?
Actually, my family ever since I was a kid, they've always encouraged me to do the best in life, and you know, whatever I wanted to do, have always been supportive. And you know what? I think that's one of the main things that girls need these days. They need supportive parents, because when you have like a family that supports you, it's like, you know, having a strong backbone. It makes you want to do things in life. It makes you want to achieve stuff. So my friends, family, everyone's been supportive in my life.
Not even a single person questioned you. Everybody was supportive of the idea.
You know, there's people that we meet that sometimes are negative and want to pull you down, but you know, it's what you think of it, and you have to always think positive. And if you have the people that love you in your life that are supporting you, then nothing shall pull you down.
Pull it down. That's good.
Yeah.
And Tony ji, if I may ask you, you know what? Whenever they talk about beauty pageants, there are two different viewpoints. One school of thought, it says as, you know, beauty is not just inner beauty, and obviously there are last rounds in which you have the questions which are certainly about intelligence. And I've seen, you know, Miss India at the international level or Miss Universe, the final deciding factor when it comes that who is going to really be crowned. It's always the final questionnaire. I mean, beauty combined with brains, that's what they look at. But was it hard for you to convince in our South Asian community, because our South Asian community would ask you that, yes, is it all about the external beauty or really about the brains as well?
Yeah, the people, they asked me, okay, how it's going to happen. The biggest thing that was in the mind of the families were like, will these girls, they will be having a swimsuit kind of thing? I said, okay, no, that's not going to happen.
If I may ask you, why won't you have? Because you know what, swimsuits are a norm. I'm not trying to advocate that, but my question comes from the perspective that, you know, whenever you have Miss Indias in India, you do have a swimsuit round. And whenever these girls compete at an international level, whether it's Miss World, Miss Asia Pacific or Miss Universe, they do have a swimsuit round. So why won't you have a swimsuit round here?
Because see, the way we have done it is Miss India worldwide.
Right.
So just to keep it as a family thing, because see, all the teenagers girls, they are coming into it.
Right.
We try to keep it as a family thing. That's the reason we never had it.
And even, you know, Miss India Worldwide, because basically what Miss India Worldwide is about 40 countries participate in that competition, and whoever won our competition, Kajol Panchal, she won this year, she's going to be representing Canada. So basically in Miss India Worldwide, they don't even have a swimsuit round, so it's something different. There's a lot of pageants, as you were saying, Miss Universe, Asia Pacific, Miss World. So this pageant is something different. It's more about the Indian community, more traditional.
It's a lot more traditional. I mean, you would want to keep it a lot more traditional, more about the Indian community. And that was precisely the reason. So weren't you really aiming that, yes, this could go at a professional level as well?
Yes, it will go on a professional level. Yeah, we have aimed that, and we did really good, and we are hoping to do even better in the next coming year. It's going to go.
And as far as Kajol is concerned, I'm going to tell all our viewers today that yes, you can pick up a copy of Midweek newspaper. Don't get confused with the front page. There is a selfie, you know, the picture that was tweeted around a million times, more than a million times actually. It has broken all the Twitter records of Oscar Awards night. But just beneath that, you'll see the winner of Miss India Canada Worldwide. So don't forget to pick up a copy of Midweek newspaper this week. You can go in any South Asian grocery store in GTA and pick up that copy, and you'll find the details about the winner. So how exciting was it, you know, to finally get the winner for this year, Kajol? Anything you want to tell about her?
Well, you know what, she's an amazing girl. All the contestants we had, I personally believed it was a very tough competition. All of them were so talented, so knowledgeable, so educated. It really impresses me these days, you know, what girls can actually do. Like in our society, we talk about women empowerment and how, like, you know, the role of women has changed, right? So all these girls are bringing up such unique talents, personalities, and it's amazing. And I think, you know what, Kajol was, you know, all of them were winners, but obviously only one person can win, and Kajol won, and she's amazing.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to take a short break, and you know what, right after this break, we will be discussing quite a few things. Especially we would want to know from the organizer, Tony, that what does he look in? You know, they had 30 contestants, and then they shortlisted to 14, I guess, right? And then what were they looking in that? And then after that, we'll also going to ask Shreya that how was her experience as a contestant? I mean, what were her strengths, and was she looking at the strengths of the other contestants? And I think I agree with Shreya. You know what, these contests, they gave us a lot of confidence. Not only that, you have to be fit. You obviously you can promote health, and you get to, you know, move around the world. You certainly get some scholarships as well. Which part of the world has she traveled, and other Miss India Canada Worldwide which part of the world they are going to travel. I think this year we're going to hold that in New Zealand. Is it right?
No, it just changed. Like they shifted it to Dubai.
They should
Yeah.
to Dubai now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the winner is going to travel to Dubai, and we will ask a lot more things about that as well. And cricket, as far as the cricket update is concerned, let me tell you guys that yes, Asia Cup cricket, India certainly has moved out thanks to the special innings by Shahid Afridi. Pakistan and Sri Lanka, they'll be playing the finals. Right after this, we will be having the T20 World Cup once again in Bangladesh. Bangladesh will be the host country for that. The entire schedules are mentioned in our newspaper midweek. We're going to take a very, very short break, and we will be right back after this short break. Kindly stay tuned. Keep watching South Asian Live. I'm your host, Yudhvir Jaswal. The poll question for tonight: do you think beauty pageants are any help to the South Asian community? You can answer A, yes, or you can answer B, no. Log on to www.rogerstv.com/South Asian Live.
The opinions expressed in the following program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect those of Rogers or Rogers TV.
Welcome back to South Asian Live. I'm your host, Yudhvir Jaswal. The current status in Ukraine could be changing with every passing minute. Our Foreign Affairs Minister John Baird is there at the moment. This is one crisis which is certainly going to affect the entire world. On one side, we have Russia, who certainly wants to get more hold as far as Ukraine is concerned. On the other side, we have US and the Western powers who certainly want that Ukraine should stay on their side. It all started as an economic revolution, and here we are today. Our Foreign Affairs Minister, he's started mentioning G7. Yes, that's what he has started saying that. They've also threatened that, yes, they will be throwing out Russia from the G8 nations. Though Germany has refused to say that. Germany has already said that we're not going to send out Russia. We do not want to isolate Russia once again. Are we seeing the times of Cold War once again? I think that's up to you to debate. And also a very important development as far as China is concerned. China has already said that, yes, we will be supporting Russia in this case scenario. India has to walk the tightrope. On one side, they certainly do not want to make America being on the offensive, because they've certainly tied up with them with the Indo-US nuclear deal, and also Russia has been a long time ally of India. So India certainly has to walk that tightrope. Which side would they decide on the Ukraine crisis? Canada's intentions are very much clear. So on South Asian Live, the dates were also announced as far as India is concerned for the elections. The elections in India will start on 7th of April, and they will go as long as until 12th of May. In 9 phases, the elections will be held. We will have the results on 16th of May. Will the Aam Aadmi Party do something different? That's the key question everybody's asking. Arvind Kejriwal, he's heading towards Gujarat. His first day wasn't a very pleasant one. He had to visit the police station for about 15 minutes. So we'll leave aside the politics for some other day. We'll certainly have one show in which we will be discussing live for a complete an hour. I'll try to bring some representatives from here in Canada. We have our South Asian community. The opinion is pretty much divided. Some of them, they want to support Aam Aadmi Party. There are others who want to support BJP. They say, you know what, it's a Modi wave this time, and BJP is still going to win. Let's not write off the Congress Party. They're one of the oldest parties in India, and we have supporters of Congress Party right here in GTA. So we'll have a discussion on that, but let's leave that for some other day. Tony ji, welcome back.
Thank you.
Shreya, welcome back.
Thank you.
Tony ji, if I may ask you, you know, when you were basically shortlisting out of these 40 contestants, you or 30 odd contestants, you wanted to bring it down to 14.
Yep.
What were you looking, or was there any jury setup, or what were the criteria that you shortlisted all these candidates?
We had a committee of 4 people.
Okay.
They went through all the applications, they went through the picture, they look all their portfolios, and that's how they came up to 14.
That's how they came up to 14. You know, it's a challenging, tough, and let's have a look at the video. You're looking at this video, and these are the highlights where you're saying Miss India Canada Worldwide. I think the highlights look great. I don't know the name of the contestants, but I think Tony ji or Shreya ji, that's where Tony is sitting. The highlights look amazing. Wow, look at those contestants there. They look quite confident.
Yeah, they really were.